So then, Ash,
Go on.
what are you up to in London? Doing a lot of work with youth and community now? Well, you were doing that till it shut down.
I know. It was pretty fun. I've been doing like talks at schools and just trying to work with the kids because we have a bad like 9F crime thing over here. So with a lot of deaths and just kids just doing like bad stuff. So been trying to do some work with them and just do talks. Yeah, just do talks at like the youth club and stuff. So it's been good. It's been fun. It's been fun just trying to help these guys, man, to try to steer their life away from what they're doing.
Are you looking at getting your own? Ash, you looking at getting a gym?
Yeah. So basically, I've been looking at just as we got shut down. I was trying to get my own spot. So that's what I currently been doing. So that's had to pause is to get my own gym. So that's kind of like my goal to to have my own gym and to help kids to make some dough out of it as well. So we see how it goes.
You've had a bit of a nightmare talking to gyms, haven't we? And what's happened with you?
Wow, just a bit, mate. Yeah. So the other morning, Sunday morning, got the phone call. Don't normally sleep in, but I had a lie-in when the clock went forward.
Yeah.
And you wake up and I had so many missed calls and messages. I'm like, and you think something's gone on here. Yeah. And my little brother drops it. I seen his text message and he was like, "And I think the gym's burnt down." And then as I seen that, I had a missed call off my mate who's got the gym next door to me, who's got a Thai boxing gym.
Yeah.
So I rang him straight away and I've gone, "Paul, what's going on here?" I said, "I've just heard the gym might burn." He went, "And the firemen are here now. It's like it's done. The building's gone." He says, "I'm here." He said, so there was. So I said, "Give me." I literally threw my clothes on, drove straight to the gym, and the place was just up in a blaze. It was massive. Like I was talking, I said to you, for over 48 hours of putting the blaze out. So I went like the day after I went there, and the fireman was talking to the fireman. They were still putting the blaze out there. So heartbreaking. Like, but so I'm like,
how did it start? As well. So how did it start? The fire.
So what happened is basically it'll come out in the building that I'm in. There's one or two businesses at the bottom.
Okay.
Then on the middle floor there's around 5-6 sort of little studios where you'll have PTs in there.
Yeah.
They'll do like your 1-to-1 session. Then on the top floor is a big weights gym. There's my boxing gym, and there's a Thai boxing gym on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
And someone's 4 people are on camera breaking into the bottom, whether they had a problem with, someone in the mill.
Yeah.
No idea. And they've set the place alight and the place has come down. But it was like a huge part in the community, so it's super sad. But it was like on a big, on a big scale. Like the fire was huge, and like I said, that happened in the early morning. I went there and it was. Yeah, so as I went back the day after, it was just mad seeing the place down to the rubble, the odd dumbbells there. It's hard to see, man, because obviously I've got my amateurs there, I've trained professionals there, but I trained a bit there when I was a professional.
Yeah.
But it's not just, do you know what I mean?
Like the memories as well.
But that's it. There's so many memories from when I was in amateur boxing there, do you know what I mean? And the kids are all upset, and the coaches. And I said, Ash, it's one of them. I'm one of the luckier ones where because it's for the kids and that. There's a lot of people who help me get behind me. Hopefully, there'll be some funding and stuff like that. My mate who I was talking about before, who was on the other side of the wall, he's devoted his whole life to Thai boxing. He was a real good Thai boxer. He had his titles in there. You imagine all your titles.
Oh man.
His business, he'd just done it up, and he's just been hard work. He'd done long days, hard work.
That was basically his life was there.
His whole livelihood was in there, and it's like he just ordered equipment what he was getting monthly. So he's like, I'll be paying that off for the next 2 years. And it's different if I've got the gym, I'm earning a wage. It comes out of that, it pays off. But now he says I'm just stuck with. Well, I'm not stuck with any gear. I'm just stuck with the bill. So it's sad. It's sad, mate.
Crazy, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, but Yeah, that's where we're at. But I think, you know, I know, like, I know I'll make sure it comes back bigger and better.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a lot of people who, do you know what I mean, who's affected. So I'm gutted.
Man. Sad, man. That's sad news, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
So yeah, we're both looking for a spot again now, mate.
Okay.
It's a good job at the other end. Why'd you be arguing for the same building?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've seen quite a bit of news this week. They're saying because of what's happened and because of social impact it's going to have with parents out of work and stuff like that. That Sport England are putting another 200 million or something like that into local sports. So
that's good.
Great news.
Both
No, that's great news.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I think so. Say what you're doing yourself there, Ash, is like for them to put that money in. You know, like say knife crime's bad news, and it's getting bad, you know, up here and stuff. But you just think that, you know, that can just take those kids away from that kind of life.
The funny thing is, our sport gets such a bad rap, but it does so much good for so much kids who don't have a chance, and it's helped change so many kids' lives.
Of course it does. No, it does.
You know what I'm saying? I think the sport does great for communities as well, because it brings communities together. So, so hence, you know what I'm saying? Like my gym, it helped me out. So hence, you know, I want to do the same with the next generation to help them as I got helped. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Yeah.
Would you, Ash, what would you look to get an amateur club there? Would you look to work with the kids off the estate? Would you look to train professionals, or would you do all three? That's what. Do you know what have you thought about?
You know what? At first, I didn't. You know, you just plan and then you don't really know what you want to do. And I was just visiting loads of gyms what have been around for a while, and then it was the Edmonton Eagles, like the guy there, Costas. He said, Ash, you should get your amateur coaching thing. And I was like, I don't want to be an amateur coach though. He was like, nah, but you should just do it because you never know. And then I started to work with the kids at All Stars, and I'm seeing the ones who I work with, like the little girls and the little boys, they're starting to get good. You know what I'm saying? They start to get
of course.
It's like, I
massive enjoyment
do this. So I done it. So I done the course and it was good and I passed and stuff. So I was like, now I want to do the amateur club because I want to help the kids, and then I would go to, as you said, the estates and all of that. Because some kids, they want that way out, but they don't know how.
Of course.
Because I come from that background as well.
Yeah.
It's good for some of them to see that I went
down the wrong path.
They can relate to you. I changed my life, and you can too. You know what I mean? So it's all good. And plus, you know what I mean? Because I went to see Floyd, like when he came here the other day. And all of his guys said, like you do it, because they asked me like what I've been doing. Yeah. And I said, I'm trying to do my gym. And they said, like when it's here and Floyd's over, we got to try and get Floyd there. So that would be great if I could get there to get, you know, Floyd there and that. So that would make their days. So so that's another goal as well, to get it there, you know what I mean, to help these kids, man. It'll be good.
When you look at yourself, I come from one of these estates in London. You were, and then to what you've gone on and achieved, and where you've boxed and set up your beat, you must sometimes give your head a bit of a wobble.
Yeah, like it's cool because, you know, like when I turned pro, I didn't really do much in the amateurs. So when you turn pro, no one really thinks you're gonna go far. They didn't even think that I would be British champion. So to prove a lot of the doubters wrong, and even the promoters wrong. You know, for me, it feels good. You know what I mean? So it's good. But again, that's why it's good for me to speak with these kids, because a lot of them feel that no one cares about them. You know what I mean? It means sometimes it only takes just that one guy, that one, you know, to say that I will help you, or I believe in you. So so that's what it feels good to give back. So hence that's what I'm trying to do now. You know what I mean?
Well, look, it's something we're all worried about, because it's not just London, it's Manchester.
It's all over. It's all over, man.
It's everywhere.
So it needs guys like us to try to help out the ones that are coming behind us.
Yeah, definitely. As I was saying, you know, about your own career, it's you know, it's great what you're doing now. over the past, was it sort of over 12 months? How many countries did you box in? You boxed in
10. I just
10 different countries in.
No, it was 9 countries. It was 10 fights in 9 countries. Yeah.
What was your idea behind that? Was it just experience? Was it, and also like, what was the craziest place you boxed?
So Ghana was fun. So that one was fun. That was a bit nuts. But you know it is. It's
in what respect though? In what respect, Rick nuts?
You know it is. One, it is you go to these spots where you don't know no one there. A lot of times it's just me and my coach.
Yeah.
So we just go there, even though I'm going over there and I'm fighting guys that are not good anyway. So I'm going there just to get a little win. But you still get nerves because you're in an unknown place. You don't know anyone there. But it's crazy that like they show me so much love there. So it's like real, like you kind of know who I am, like you respect what I achieved, and so it's kind of nice to go to a place where you don't know anyone there, but the fans there and the community there just show you love. So yeah, like it's cool. But the idea behind it was, so when I was with Floyd, I had like 2 years left on my deal, and then I said I was gonna finish my deal, and then I was going to try to fight back home, and then I wanted to finish my career doing like a world tour. Yeah. So I had 1 more year left on my deal, but I had only had like 2 fights in 2 years with like whatever promotion. So I said, you know what? I might as well do it now because like this 1 year thing, this 1 fight a year thing, I wanted to be active. So I left with a year left, and then I tried to get a fight back home. Couldn't get a fight back home. So I said, you know what? It's either retire now or do like the little world tour. So the little world tour that I want to do. So it was for me, and you know when like you want to just do something for you, where like the sport itself is stressful. You know what I'm saying? You would know, and the sport is stressful. But in and out the ring, you have to deal with everything. It's stressful. Of course. So this was just kind of like for me to have fun, just to go around the world, just fight, just get wins, and just see the world. So for me, it was great. You know what I mean? It was great. And then my last fight.
Probably like logistically though, Ash, that must have been stressful tying it all. I get stressed when I'm taking kids on holiday. It's just us four. What was stress like of trying to tie it all together and get yourself when you didn't know anyone there?
You know what it was? At first it was kind of slow and it was hard, but the more that I did and promoters saw that I was going all over the world, like promoters would reach out to me and ask me. Like I wouldn't make a lot of cash, but like you know what I'm saying, I'll get some cash, and then they would pay for everything. So it's like a vacation.
Yes.
So like it was just cool, like just to do it for me, like you know what I mean. It was over 2 years. So over two years, I had 10 fights, and it was just for me to do it for me. So hence I finished it, and then my girlfriend was like, "You're gonna start the gym now?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start the gym now." So hence the last like 6 months, I've been doing the plans to get my gym together, and I was trying to see spots and all of that. So it was cool. Yeah,
that's good.
It's a hard, you know what? It's a hard sport. And at the end of the day, I didn't get to be world champion, but I was blessed that I got to fight for it and stuff. So you all can't be a world champs, as you know. And you know what I mean? It's hard. It's always a hard road. You win, you lose. No one believes in you, but sometimes it's just you and your own team that believe.
But you know what? You can walk away satisfied.
Yeah, of course. I done more than I thought I would ever do. So it's great.
I've got to ask you, Ash, while we've got you on, because you were there with Floyd when he were at his absolute what was the craziest thing you ever saw in that gym, or just around it, or what were the craziest? You must have seen madness in gyms and stuff like that. Tell us a couple.
You know what? Yeah. I would always say, like, being there with Floyd, like, say, like, we would train and then he goes and train. But being there is like, you know, when you get to see, like, one of the greats. Like, he's one of the greats. If you like him or not, you have to respect what he achieved. And sometimes I would, like, just be there and I would just think, like, one day in, like, 20 years' time, I'd be able to say that I was, like, backstage with Floyd, or I saw so much that I'm there as a fan. I went there as a fan. So to go there as a fan and then join his team, and then you get to see like what no one sees. Like for me, it's just like wow, like you know what I mean. I wrote a book as well, so you could buy my book, Rich. But it's not out yet. But I wrote a book about my experiences. No, but that's what I'm saying.
When you release it, you'll have to come back on and talk about it. We'll talk through it.
But this is what I'm saying. Like imagine you being like part of a pound for pound champs camp. So you get to see everything, like why they're so good or what they put in. The way they conduct themselves. I know he gets a lot of bad rap, but he does a lot for his community. He does a lot for his friends and his family. So he's not all bad. You know what I mean? Like no one's you might think, he's an arsehole, this, that, he's a bit. But he does do a lot of good. And so for me, as someone, I'm not from there. I'm not American. I'm from here. Yeah. So hence my deal was finished and I came back home because my job was done there. So for me, as an outsider, they all took me in. They didn't have to take me in.
Yes.
So for me, it was a great experience. I lived there for 5 years, and it was good.
You were in Hurricane, really, weren't you? Because while you were there is when everything was just getting
bigger. You were there at a great time.
Yeah, no, it was good. I basically saw the last, I think it was the last 4 years of his career. So I got to see that, I would get invited, his mom's house, whenever he would fight, he would throw a big bash, or his mom would throw a big bash at her house. So all his friends and family, would go there, straight after the fight. So, little things like that, his mom was so nice, his mom was cool, his dad was cool, just to them to take you in. Me, I'm just a guy who just wanted to try to be a pro. I was never no top amateur. I couldn't get a deal here. I couldn't get promoted here. But I just kept on trying. I flew over to America. And then the hard work just paid off. So,
What were craziest thing you saw while you were there? There must have been some madness after.
There was madness in the Mayweather gym. But
kids who were in that gym, there must have been some madness.
No, none of there is. You had the sparring walls and all of that. So all of that was nuts. But Vegas is nutty. Something just always goes on there. It's weird for me to pick out stuff, but but weird stuff. So it's and I kind of, because I'm English, so I just kind of stay in the background and just watch. You know what I'm saying? Where Americans are loud and I'm just kind of chill, and I just stay in the background. So it was always just weird that I would just watch them. So it's weird for me to say a thing, but it was always just something going on, something going on all the time. But it's hard for me to pick out one and say
just what. Ash, what was? Do you know what? Did he train as hard as everyone says? He trained as hard as everyone says.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of world champs train, and he definitely trained the hardest. 100%. He definitely trained the hardest. It was unreal. You would watch him, and you would feel tired watching the man train. It's kind of. But I think he enjoyed folks to watch him train because it made him train hard.
Yeah,
he wants he wants to show everyone the way. Yeah. So his sparring, a lot of times as well, the sparring was better than the fights for me.
Yes.
Because the in the fights, he uses his skills, all of this. But in the fight, in sparring, he would just go to war and just have a slugfest. So a lot of times he would stop his guys. And then that's when I would do interviews. And then the guy would say, what do you think will go? I'm down. And I'll say, Floyd's going to win by KO. Because I was in the gym, he was KOing guys with big gloves, but when he puts on the little gloves, because he's got bad hands, it goes back to his thing. But in the gym, it was always nice to watch him spar, because majority of the time, he would just go to war. And he stopped a lot of his guys, KO'd asleep.
Yes.
So which was cool to see, but but it was always weird, because I think the 2 times that I was going to I was part of his team of sparring guys. He would be KOing guys, and I'm I don't want to go in the ring, because I'm he's looking on form. I ain't trying to get KO'd by Floyd. But the weird thing was, whenever I sparred Floyd, I think 5 times, And I always done well against him. Like, he would hit me and stuff, but I would always do good against him. And that's how I got the world shot against AEB, because I would do so well against Floyd. He said if you could fight the same way that you spar me, that you would beat AEB, but on the fight night it didn't go down like that. But I would always do good against Floyd. Hence, I got a car as well. He got me a car as well because I was doing well against him. So I think a lot of guys who sparred Floyd, their nerves would get, like, his nerves would just feed, and a lot of them would just freeze. And then like Floyd would just run all over you. But when I was ever in the ring with Floyd, I was like, wow, I'm in the ring with Floyd. Like, it's the pound for pound champ. So for me, I just tried my best and I had fun in there. Yeah. I just enjoyed it. But I think a lot of guys, they would just go in there and just freeze, and then he would just run through them.
Yes.
So it was good. And he even asked me once, he said, what is the best thing that I do in the ring? And I said, for me, it's your mind, because that's what I have to do the most in the ring with him is think, because he tries to set traps like, so like round 1 or 2, he knows what you do. Like, he reads you well.
He reads it so well.
He reads you so well, like he sets traps. So I think for me, my mind had to be sharp in this. So if I got tired, it was because he was trying to set traps and all of that, and you're trying to like get away from the traps he's trying to set.
Yeah.
So hence that's why for me it was just fun, because you're going against someone who is the very, very best, the pound for pound champ, and you're just going there with him, and it was fun. I was part of his team, and it was just fun. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Obviously, Ash, you know better, as good as anyone. For me, one of his most underrated strengths is physical strength. He must be so strong.
Yeah.
So strong. I know, listen, he moves well, his feet.
Yeah.
But physically, up close, I think he's a strong man.
Yeah. No.
Am I right?
He is. You have to think, when he fought Canelo.
Yeah.
He was past his prime. So everyone says, Canelo was so young. But he wasn't in his prime.
Yeah.
36 years old. You're not in your prime.
Yeah.
36. And the week before the fight, his hands was, I remember the week before a fight, he has 2 parties. And so we had a picnic where he has a big picnic day, and he invites friends and the community there. And then he has a big party, like a nightclub, like where we eat food and then we have a little dance. And I just remember the week before Canelo, I shook his hand when we must have met. I said hi. His hand was like sore. He couldn't close his hand because his hand was so sore. Wow. So I think that's a week before the fight, and then the week of the fight, the fight itself, you would never think that there was anything wrong with his hands. So I don't know if he fought through the pain or whatever it was, but the week before the fight, he could not close his hands. Wow. And he goes on to produce what he produced.
One of his, unbelievable.
So it's nuts. He had really bad hands throughout his career, like, you know what I'm saying. So it's nuts. You know what I mean?
Well, Ash, thanks for joining us. It's
been fun. It's been fun.
No, good catching up with you, Ash.
Indeed.
We'll speak to you soon.
All right, mate. See you
Don't
guys.
hang up, guys. Don't hang up a minute, because we'll have to do an introduction as well. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, no? All right, then. Go on, then.
Just do something with that bit, because that's growing out a bit, that Ash. Just push that down.
Is it all right? Is it all right? All right.
You ready?
All right.
So with Corona, we're still locked down for Corona, but with Corona proof. We're still not back in the barber shop yet. We're doing a bit of mobile hairdressing. Ashley needs it more than anyone. $1 million always looking good.
Okay.
So we joined by Ash Theophane tonight and Anthony Crolla, and thanks for joining us.
All right.
Tops.
All right, yeah. All right, see you guys.
Speak to you later.
All right,
Ash, take care, mate.
All right, and see you. Bye-bye.
Ash, good to see you, man. Take care.
See you later, pal. Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed Blackout Barber Show. Please like and subscribe, and if you've got any complaints, remember, my name's Richard Poxon. Just saying. And that's Johnny Nelson.